Hey, what's going on, guys? Tony C. Davis here, the Tony C. Davis Show. We are back with another podcast with the man himself, Mr. Crypto Secret X, Chris Carter. How you doing, sir?
How you doing, man? Pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah. So, guys, Chris and I, we did the first podcast maybe about a month or so ago. And
Mhm.
I had mentioned to Chris that I want to kind of keep in touch and I want to kind of glean some of the information that he has and share with the listeners, the viewers, what he knows. And I'll be the first to tell you I don't know enough. I don't I'll know very little. And like I mentioned in the first show, I remember when Bitcoin first came out, didn't know anything about it, doubted everything about it. And a friend of mine was telling me, get in, get in. And at that time, I was thinking about a coin. You would see, even now, you see the images of like the gold coin with the B on it. And,
Yeah.
I was thinking it was actually a coin. And I didn't know a lot about it, didn't think it was going to do well. But I think came in at like $100. And at that time, it may have been below $10, $15, something like that. And I lost those 12 phrases.
Yeah.
And now that I understand, now that I understand what I get sick sometimes, man. So again, guys, this is Chris Carter. Man, go ahead and introduce yourself and kind of pacify me if you can about that loss.
I know that's tough, but yes, my name is Chris Carter. I'm with Crypto Secret X. I have a YouTube channel in which we talk about investing in crypto. Also on Twitter, same thing, Crypto Secret X. But on my channel, we talk about investing in crypto. We give people secrets of hidden cryptos and different gems, and also kind of like educational classes on investing in crypto and getting involved with it.
So how long you say you've been doing this, Chris?
Since 2021. So now it's been about 3 years.
About 3 years. So, for those that are watching, those that are listening, kind of explain. Now, a lot of people understand or have a slight idea of what crypto is, and I think many are more familiar with the term of Bitcoin. And as I mentioned, when I first heard of it, I thought it was an actual coin. So, kind of explain to people that don't know what cryptocurrency is.
All right. Crypto is basically it's categorized in different aspects. You have a peer-to-peer network in which people are able to exchange money, kind of like Cash App. But you can do it anonymously. You can transfer money instantly. So if you understand Cash App, you understand the peer-to-peer network with crypto. The second part of crypto is it's a blockchain which has technology in which it's able to do different things. Like, for instance, they have one sector where it's the internet. They have one sector where you have decentralized social media. You have decentralized internet. You have a lot of decentralized. So basically, what crypto does, it creates a decentralized platform in which people, in other words, you're regulated by a lot of things. What crypto gives you the ability to kind of have a little bit more free will and not have to deal with things like central banks and things like that that control the interest rates, and also with the government that control the tax rates and tax cuts and those things.
So, as I mentioned, with the my, I guess, bad incident that I had with Bitcoin when it first came out. Do all cryptocurrencies, like say you're getting involved with, and I'll just throw out a couple: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, I believe it is.
Mhm.
Say if you are engaging in investing in those, do all those particular platforms have a wallet or a phrase or some kind of secrecy, some kind of private setup so you don't lose your money? How does that work?
Yeah, most of the layer ones have a particular wallet they use. For instance, Bitcoin, most of the wallets they're all compatible with Bitcoin. A lot of them are, but you have seed phrases when you download money and put it into what they call like a cold wallet, um, and you remove it off the exchange. And so, in other words, an exchange is somewhere where you buy the crypto. It's like it's like the store we go to buy it. But the thing about it, when we buy it from the store, we don't own it. So if the store was to go belly up, cash up, you would lose all your money. So a lot of what crypto investors do, we buy the crypto at the store, then we move it onto what we call a cold wallet. And the cold wallet is various ones you can buy externally. They have what they call like MetaMask. Solana uses Phantom. Ethereum uses MetaMask. And those wallets, when we get those wallets, we take out crypto and we move it off from the store, and we take it and put it in our own special wallet. Well, each wallet has 12 words that you have to remember if you want to, like, download it somewhere else. If you was to lose the particular, like say for instance, if it's on your internet and you lose your computer, you still can download the wallet, but you got to have the seed phrase. If you have a cold wallet, like a little USB, and you lose that, you can download it, but you have to have your 12-word key phrase. And so that's the thing which a lot of people are nervous about. So, and we can get into that later. That's why Bitcoin ETFs, if you've heard about those, that's why those have been so big for, they call it retail money.
And you said we can get into that later. I would kind of like to get into it now because I'm still hurting, man. And when somebody, hears the phrase, key phrases or keywords, it's something simple. You might have book, bike, apple, orange, just regular words, but they are listed. And these words are part of your code or your private wallet to secure it. And in order to, get back into that wallet, you have to have those words, and they have to be in the same designation. So if book was first, book has to be first when you put these codes together. And like I said, I lost mine. I can't even come close to remembering what they were. And and my friend told me, man, save these. And I'm thinking, I'll save this. And I don't know where. To this day, I don't know where I wrote it.
And that's the thing. A lot of people, they get real nervous. They'd be like, oh man, I got to remember 12 words. But the 12 words come into play when you download it on, like you download the wallet on a particular browser, like your Explorer, your Google, and then you buy it and transfer it there. And then let's say all of a sudden you don't have that computer anymore. And then you say, well, I got this new computer. I'm going to get my MetaMask wallet. I'm gonna go into my crypto wallet and, see what I have. In order to download that wallet to reboot it, it's kind of like if you look at your Apple phone. When you get a new Apple phone, you have like an ID and a passcode, and you have various apps that you download under that ID. So when you get a new Apple phone and you put your password in, then it's like your phone repopulates all your apps. You got your pictures on iCloud, and you can just download everything from your cloud onto your phone. It's the same thing with crypto. Just think about it. If you got a new crypto phone and you have to download into another phone, you need that seed phrase. Yeah. And so that's the thing I tell people. And that's what scares people. So when you talk about ETFs, and I know people have been hearing about this a lot, what the ETF does, it just basically takes all that worry of buying Bitcoin away from the retail person. They just go to the stock market, they buy a share of ETF from BlackRock, Grayscale, those particular things, and then they invest the Bitcoin for you. They possess the Bitcoin. You just have like a sheet of paper to say, hey, I bought this, and my particular ETF will go up depending on what Bitcoin does. Yeah. The thing about it, a lot of crypto investors don't like that. We want to own our own Bitcoin. Because he who owns Bitcoin controls the market.
So when you say owns Bitcoin, and let's say, and you and I talked before we started, one of the groups that I'm in said Bitcoin was around now, and we're talking specifically of Bitcoin. There are tons of other cryptocurrencies out there, but more specifically, a more familiar term or word is Bitcoin. And Bitcoin at that time, January 1, around there, 2023, it was around $15,000 to $16,000. Mm-hmm. And so now it's around, I think you said 64 a few days ago, 69. Yeah, 69, 65 now.
Yeah.
So it fluctuates, it goes up and down. And that being said, let's say the average person, say me, if I hear, I need to buy or I can buy Bitcoin, but the Bitcoin is $16,000. I don't have $16,000. How do I buy Bitcoin?
And that's a good question. When you see the $16,000, 69, that's just what the cost of it if you was going to buy a whole share. But you can buy what they call fractional shares. So you can buy $10, $15 of Bitcoin, and you can cost dollar average in. Whatever Bitcoin does, that's what your money does. So I'm gonna give you an example. You put $100 in Bitcoin 4x's, then you multiply 4, times
Whatever you
100,
invested.
that's $100. So whatever you invest, whatever it X's, that's what you're gonna have. So right now it's at 69. Everybody's saying the high could run to about 120. So that's a 2x. So whatever, let's say you put 1,000 in, you get $2,000. So a lot of people DCA, but the thing about it is when you buy it low, the lower you buy it, the higher your X's are. So let's say you buy it at 69 and it goes to 180. Or you buy it at 60 and it goes to 180. That's a 3x your money.
Mm-hmm.
If you buy something and it 10x, then whatever your money is, if you got 100, then in 10x's, then that's going to be $1,000.
Okay. Well, we keep saying Bitcoin, but as I mentioned, there's several other cryptocurrencies out there. I know Ethereum, what is it, Solana?
Yeah, Solana. I'm a
Solana.
big,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's a tons of them out there. And so if Bitcoin, let's say Bitcoin is king, Ethereum may be second. I don't know. I haven't looked closely. Um, and when we talk about fractional shares, people that are watching, just consider it like you would be investing in Apple or Google. You're going in there buying some of Google, you're buying some of Apple. That's the same thing with cryptocurrency. What are some of the cons with cryptocurrency?
The number one thing is the volatility. That just the fact of you can buy $100, wake up in the morning and it's $10.
Yeah.
The next day it's $150. So the volatility of it is where the government gets in with the regulations and those things, and you hear this thing about a USDT, like a stable coin. So what happens is that people, when they invest in the market, anything, the volatility of the market is what scares people. And
Well, go ahead. I was just thinking.
And the volatility is whatever you invest, can you afford for that to go to zero? And if you say no, then don't put that in.
And truth be known, that's kind of like with just about anything, though, right?
Yes,
I
it
mean,
is.
yeah, I think about a kind of an example, and I know this kind of off topic. One of the groups I was in was talking about back in the day there was Blockbuster, and
Oh yeah,
Blockbuster was huge. You go in the store and rent your movies, and there were Blockbusters all over the country. And supposedly Netflix wanted to get involved with Blockbuster. Blockbuster said no. Now Blockbuster is history, and Netflix is huge. And imagine the owners of the Blockbuster stock thought they were locked solid, and
yeah,
then wake up the next day and boom. So
yeah.
that could be with anything.
Yeah, and that's one of the main things when people, you hear the government in the beginning start saying crypto was a scam because of the volatility, and it's kind of the same thing. That's a great example. Is that you have cryptocurrency that has the ability to upset the central banks, and when people start looking into the central banks and the control of money and how they raise inflation, to slow stuff down so prices don't go up, and it's a whole different aspect of that. Cryptocurrency puts money where people can control their money. When I put my money in a wallet, whatever it goes up to, nobody knows that except me.
Yeah.
So and so I can have $2 million in that today, unless I cash out. The IRS doesn't know, the government doesn't know, nobody knows. And so I am in total control. It's like my own bank, wherever I take it. And
Yeah.
that's where IRS says, hey, we got to get involved with this.
And that's funny because if I'm not mistaken, you're the professional. The government is now trying to get its own cryptocurrency, aren't they?
Yeah, they are like CBDs. Those things. They're trying to create that stable coin in which people can invest their money back in.
And
If they
basically
can,
pay the government and the government rip you off. That's basically what they're trying to do.
yeah, yeah, and they've come up with some new tax laws. This unbelievable. Where they can get 40. They got two different. They got capital gains, and they got the long term. So now they've even set it up. Whereas if you transfer your money back onto the regular exchange, the cash out, each one of those things, what they call KYC, where you got to give your ID and all that stuff to get your money. So what happens is you can get it instantly, but the thing about it is that because it's KYC, they send everything you do to the IRS. So the IRS gets this long form of all the crypto exchanges you made, cashed or selling, and they can tax that on top of your salary.
Yeah.
So
Well, now that you say that, that's the thing that really baffles me. When cryptocurrency, all of them first came out, Bitcoin specifically, they were talking about, it's hidden. The government sees everything. I mean, some kind of way the government sees everything. And so with that being said, I'm not a tax advisor. I'm not a financial advisor. Do everything above board, because if not, they will catch you.
Yeah, and that's one of the things now, because they have those exchanges. That was one of the things that I started looking at as I started, the money started going up and up. So for instance, when I first started, if somebody's out there, I did not start with like $53,000 in my crypto wallet. I started with like $20, and I put 20 in, and what I started doing is every time I would, think about going out to buy some food or going to do this, I would just take that money and put it over into the wallet, and it just started growing. And then I started understanding. So I was like, God, I hope that inflation stays up. I hope they raise, because I knew the long as they kept that stuff up, everything was going to stay low. And so I just kept steady buying through the bear market. And that's the thing when people got to understand when they're investing. But it was just a little bit, and people will be shocked how much they can save by putting $10, $15, $20 away.
Well, with that being said, and people who are fairly new to cryptocurrency don't really understand it, where would you advise somebody to start? Again, I'm not saying that you are a crypto professional, and I know you pretty much take care of your own, disclosures or whatever. So what would you recommend somebody that knows nothing about crypto?
Okay. Without me being a financial advisor, I always got to say that.
Yeah.
But I would invest in first a solid layer one. And for me, the solid layer one for me is Solana and Bitcoin. I do own Ethereum. I have my discrepancies about Ethereum because it costs so much to use. But Solana has made tremendous strides when it comes to that. It's less than a penny to use. Bitcoin is like just digital gold now. So just think of Bitcoin as owning digital gold. Solana, the usage of it, the adoption of it, it's so easy. So I've started heaping a lot of money, DCA and dollar cost averaging the Solana. Then the next one is Cardano. So those are the ones I'm investing in, solid. And when I put money in there, I don't really worry about like going back and checking it. And it's just steady. It's very steady. I understand where it's going to be. And then I understand where it could go. Once Bitcoin gets a certain rate, I'll take all my money out of crypto and invest in. But those are the first ones I would invest in. Then you got, all right. So if somebody say I got five, first thing I'm going to say is Solana, Bitcoin, and maybe Cardano. Those are the ones I would go into.
So now, are you saying you would break a certain amount of money into those particular cryptocurrencies?
Yeah, I
Okay.
would definitely I would kind of,
Mix it up.
yeah, mix those three up, and then I put those over, and that's kind of like my solid crypto investments. Then the next one I got what I call like mid cap, and mid cap are your ones that's kind of in between. So I would look at that, kind of diversify. I would go into Render. That's a AI project, and AI has been booming pretty good.
Hmm.
I would also look at Polygon, which is Matic. Um, and I'm trying to think of, I wish I had my phone on me here. Oh, and Arweave for storage. So those would be my mid cap. So that would be my three mid cap. And all those cryptos are pretty solid. Like you're not going to wake up and everything is at zero all of a sudden with those.
Okay.
And then you got your DGen play. Now your DGen is high risk. It is fast money. It's high risk. You can turn 20 into 20,000 in a matter of minutes. It's in those DGen play. Now, my meme coins, my steady meme coins, you got SHIB, you got Dogecoin, you got Pepe, Bonk, and Floki. Those are
These are
like,
crazy names. Yeah.
yeah, I know it's weird, but those names right there, those are like meme coins that has a lot of money. Like SHIB has like a $5 billion market cap. So those are kind of solid memes they're gonna run. And the reason those run is because retail people have easy access to those.
Hmm.
It's just like buying another one. So they can get on an exchange like Coinbase, they can get on Binance, and they can just buy those from their phone.
Okay.
And those real easy. And we could probably leave a list, but now the ones that I have a enormous turnover are the ones I get with my Phantom wallet on Solana. Like, and one I'm getting right now in Success Kid is at 5 million. That has a tendency to run about $20 a coin, and I'm just buying that, DCAing that, and I got maybe about 40,000 of that.
Wow.
And so you kind of do the math, but it's like 7 cents now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I it was at 0.00, but it's a meme that come out, but it's not on any exchange. And when to buy those, you have to buy those like with your wallet, and you have to buy those on a decentralized exchange.
Okay.
So let me break it down: centralized and decentralized. Centralized, the government can look at everything you're doing. Decentralized, they can't.
Now, how is that possible? I mean,
All right.
my simple thought is, and when we say decentralized and how the government has no, if you purchase these cryptocurrencies and you're going to exchange it for money, you're going to move it to your bank or whatever. That's
Yeah.
that's an open sea right there. So
here's the thing, and then that's the thing about that. When you get on centralized exchanges like Coinbase, they are very centralized.
Mhm.
They're in tight with the IRS, the SEC, Binance. All those exchanges are IRS compliant.
okay.
So when you buy something on there, you got to give them your license, you got to give them your date of birth, you got to do a KYC, you got to take a picture of yourself, selfie, you got to do all that and send it in before you're even able to buy an exchange. Just like Robinhood,
Okay.
you can't just go. Now with the DGen, I can just download a Phantom wallet and go to the Coin Market Cap, copy that particular address, and just exchange it on Jupiter. No driver's license, no picture, no nothing, and it's in my wallet. And if it runs up, I can just exchange that back into Solana, or I can change that to USD. So the only thing about decentralized, there are a couple of things. When you get on decentralized platforms, when you're trying to exchange that money back into your bank or something, you got to think about what you're putting your bank account on. A decentralized platform, anything can happen. They could accidentally get hacked. They could go into it.
Yeah.
When you put it back on the centralized, you got more security, but you're gonna pay some taxes.
Yeah.
So
Again, man, it's way over my head because I'm sitting here thinking, okay, I would prefer, if I'm going to do it, I prefer to do decentralized, but at the same time, I've got to be able to move my money somewhere to be able to
Yeah.
spend it, you know. So I,
Yeah.
I will say this: you mentioned the KYC, and I'll just throw this out here. I do some, I do a few things, and Ethereum is what I've used recently, and I just had this happen, like transferring sold some Ethereum, moving it to my bank,
Oh
and
my God.
it was like $400. As long as I did like $400, it was okay. But then when I tried to like exchange like $900, then they asked for a KYC. They said I had to upgrade my KYC. So I just backed off because I didn't know at the time. I didn't know what a KYC was. So can
Yeah.
you kind of explain that? And you just said, "Oh my God, what does that mean?"
Because the thing with Ethereum, like I give you an example. I try to get on this thing called the base network,
Okay.
and I just wanted to move $18 over there, and I had to use Ethereum. So
Yeah.
it cost me $35 to move $18 just to spend 18. You see what I mean? I can if I want to move 100, it may cost me 170 to move 100.
With
So
what
Ethereum.
Ethereum?
So like let's say I get a nice hunk of money on the Ethereum network, what they call ERC20
Hmm.
tokens. I get roughly, let's say I get $20,000. It's probably going to cost me at least $4,000 to get that money back into my account with Ethereum because of their gas fees.
Gas. That's what
That's
it's called. Gas fees. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
And see,
See that?
I thought that was normal, man. I didn't know that. I didn't know that's
Oh man, and that's why people are so like over it with Ethereum because it costs. Just imagine you trying to get a designer shirt. You're like, man, it's a nice shirt. And I say, well, you order from me, it's only $10. You say, man, I'll pay that, but it's gonna cost you $70 to get it. You'll be
well,
like, what is
I will say, paying these fees, transition fees, what transfer fees, whatever you call them. I'm like, man, that's
yeah.
a lot. But I'm figuring, I thought, that's normal.
No, that's not. See, that's why a lot of people are waiting for stuff to come on Solana. See, I can move $300 on Solana, and it costs me 0.000 of a penny, like a tenth of a penny.
Man,
So
we need to talk even more because you just
yeah,
educated me on something. I got to get rid of this Ethereum wallet or whatever.
yeah, that appear. And see, the thing about it, they're coming up with new bridges to try to where you can actually transfer because they're not compatible right now.
Okay.
So a lot of people are saying, I only buy on Ethereum. Like I only buy meme coins on Ethereum. I'm not going to buy a meme coin and spend $20 on it, but they have to spend $60 to get $20 worth. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. And
When I can go,
I know my fees haven't been not that big. Of course, I would have figured out some other way, but I'm going to go back and look at those fees again because I got to, because I know I've paid some fees, of course. But I
yeah,
thought that was just normal.
yeah, that's you got some people really high on Ethereum, but the people,
I'm not.
one thing about crypto investors, especially here people talking about YouTube, people are high on what they have a lot of money in and they invested in because you don't want that to go down.
Yeah.
So if I bought Ethereum like at $1 and I got unlimited supply because I bought like $500 or $600 worth
Yeah.
at $1, then I'm all Ethereum. I'm Ethereum down. Let's go with Ethereum. I'm rocking with Ethereum. But I didn't do that. So
Yeah.
I'm looking at Ethereum. I'm like, I do own one Ethereum because they said it could go up to $100,000. But Solana, I seen like Solana, I bought Solana at $9. And now it's run like $262. And then now it's at 185. I'm a big Solana guy. And I
Okay.
know, and for anybody getting in, I'm also a big Solana guy because it's easy to use, but it doesn't cost people that much. So
Okay.
you're getting more of the product versus paying more of the taxes.
Well, I'm definitely glad I brought you on because you just educated me, and I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting this. At least we need to talk about this in Ethereum platform. Two more quick questions, real quick. I don't want to take up a whole lot of your time, but I do appreciate you coming in. And I mentioned earlier, are you a crypto investor or a crypto trader? And I know you've explained it to me, but for those that are watching, because it just dawned on me a couple of days ago. I wonder, is Chris an investor or is he a trader? So kind of explain the difference.
Yeah. When I do both. I crypto trade and I also a crypto investor. The difference is a crypto investor is somebody who invests in various blockchain technology for more like long term. I've invested in it with the thought of it going up to a better price, and then I'm going to pull out.
Mhm.
When on the crypto trade market, it's like I'm I'm actually putting up various cryptos to get more, but I'm looking at prices on whether the prices will fluctuate. It will go higher in the next few minutes, or it will go lower. Um, I invest in on very fast, quick projects. They come out that they may hit the market and shoot up 2,000%, then drop, 1,000% the same minute. So when it comes to trading, you have to. I would tell people you really got to be careful getting into that. It's fast and it's quick, but it's just like Las Vegas, you know. When you- So when you get into day trading, and people do that on the stock market, same thing that day traders. Except to be a day trader on the regular stock market, you got to go on with 25,000. With being a day trader with crypto, you can go in with $10. You can go in with $1, in this day trade. Like for instance, I gave example. I wanted to challenge myself to take 0.01 Solana, which is roughly about like $5,
Mhm.
and see if I can continuously trade to get it up to $295. At that time, I mean $202, which was what one Solana was, and I
Mhm.
did it. It took me a few hours, but I was able to do it, taking small gains when it ran up. But just as fast as I did that, I said, you know what? I'm going pretty good. So let's take a point 0.7 and see if I can turn, and lost it all.
Lost it
Like
all.
just lost it all in a matter of a few minutes. And then I had to go back, and then I stayed with a steady program. Take 10%, take 15%. I don't go over 10%. If it goes up 10%, 15%, take it out and just go to the next project. So that's how I do when I come day trade, and I get free Solana that way.
Okay.
So and it's a site called Photon. But again, I tell people before you do that, check out some of the videos I got on my that kind of explain that, because you can lose, like, man, you can lose so much money, and I would hate for somebody to do that and just lose money, because once you lose it, for some reason, it's like an itch to think you got to get your money back. No, that's house money. Take your investment off. Don't worry about
Yeah. Well, the
it.
second question you just kind of lead to that into that. Do you do or offer some kind of training? And if so, how do people get in touch with you to get the training? I know you have a YouTube channel, and just share that with us.
On my YouTube channel, I do have a couple of videos in which people can learn trading. They can learn the aspects and a deeper understanding of crypto. Starting next week on Monday, I will be offering a crypto training class,
Okay.
and it's a class you could take on your own self-pacing class, but it has videos that break it down, just investment techniques, what to look for, how to break it down, how to go about finding good projects, being able to tell whether something is a scam um, before you invest in it. And those classes, I'm not going to charge much. I think the three-part class is only going to be about $4.99. So I'm not, it's not something that I'm trying to just, I just want people, if they get into this, I want them to understand what they're getting into. That's more my passion is I want to educate more of my people and others about being able to obtain that wealth. And the thing about it is, I don't know how long it's going to be here, because there's so much institutional money starting to come into crypto. BlackRock is trying, and all these major banks are trying to buy so much of it. And I think once you see that, you're going to see some real strong regulations come in place. And some of the trading that we're able to do right now, I think that stuff is they're going to kind of, lock all that
Phase it
stuff.
out. Phase it
Yeah,
out.
phase it out.
Yeah.
And so now you're gonna start getting into, more institutional, and then it's right now it's like the wild wild west, and it's like people can turn money and they can really you can even have various investment firms with this through meme coins to build projects. I know there's some people that's renovating communities using this through investment crypto projects, and people are
Yeah.
still able to get money. But it's just pretty soon now all that stuff is going to go away.
Okay. Well, all right. Appreciate you, man. So let everybody know how they can get in contact with you, how to follow you, and just leave us with some final words of wisdom.
Okay. First, I want to let you know that I do have a crypto giveaway, and that's just by subscribing to my channel and downloading the Phantom Wallet. And I got a video on that. But it's we reached 1,000+ mark, so that's one of the ways you can definitely contact me is on through my YouTube channel. If you want to get directly with me, my Twitter handle Crypto Secret X, and also Instagram Crypto Secret X. I answer those messages instantly. I have a Discord. The Discord is like a group chat session where we get in and we share various cryptos. I have other crypto analysts that they bring various cryptos to me and we break those down. So you can join that. And then also I have a class starting next week about cryptocurrency.
Okay. All right, guys. This again is Chris Carter, Crypto Secret X. And hey, I forgot to ask, where are you located?
I'm located in South Carolina.
South
So
Carolina.
South Carolina, yep. Good old South.
Well, guys, I'm going to, I don't know where you might be watching this, but I'm going to drop more of Chris's information in the description. Just give me time to upload this and you come back and check it out. I'll have his contact information, how you can connect with him on his social media channels. And remember, he's doing a crypto giveaway. So you probably want to be one of the first ones to get in on that. And so also, if you have some positive content to share, reach out to me, drop a message in the comments, and I definitely will get back with you. We are on iTunes, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. So again, we want to be able to share your valuable content. Chris, appreciate you, sir. And I'm going to get back with you after we get off. I'm going to get some more information from you. I want to get a list of those cryptocurrencies.
Definitely. And I want to leave people with my favorite saying. I always say you'll never learn how to swim without jumping in, and you'll never climb a mountain without stumbling.
All right, then. Y'all heard it.